guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. My name is Kent. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So before we start anything, I just have to say I am so sorry if you guys hear banging in the video. I know that is the last thing anyone wants to hear the minute they click on something to watch is background noise. But my neighbor seems to have started banging around in his garden, and I have been wanting to film this video for too long to let that deter me. So we're just gonna ignore it. Hopefully you guys can't hear a thing. That is the plan. But if you can hear the occasional hammering, I'm really sorry. Please just try ignore that for me. I'm really sorry. Everything is closed, so hopefully it won't be too much of a deterrent. But anyway, getting into today's video, I want to speak about something that I have actually been sitting with for quite a while. Not sitting with, but I've been wanting to make this video and chat to you guys just openly, as if, you know, we're just sitting down over a glass of wine or a cup of tea, just having an honest and open chat. And I think I got in my head too much about what I was going to say and how I was going to say it, that I let it kind of put me off from making the video. So today I'm holding myself accountable, regardless of whatever noise may happen outside, whatever cars may drive past, whatever hammering may happen. I'm just gonna sit down and make this video, and I'm gonna talk to you guys. So yeah, I think I want to speak about this subject because it's something I feel really strongly about, and that is learning how to say no. Learning how to say no to things that don't serve you, learning how to say no to things that require too much of your energy, and learning how to say no to things that put you in a negative headspace. I think in this day and age, a lot of people have either been in a lockdown and are now coming out of it, or are still in a lockdown and are thinking about the potential of when they will be coming out of it. And I think with that comes a lot of anxiety in, you know, who to prioritize, how to prioritize. Maybe you're one of those people that can't wait to go out and see everyone, and that's so great. I definitely have that side to me as well. I was really excited to get out and go to restaurants and see my friends and just be immersed in life again. But, you know, maybe you're like the other side of me, where you did feel a bit of anxiety because you've spent this whole lockdown pretty much just with a select few people, or maybe even by yourself, and you know, you got very comfortable to a certain way of life. And I think it was such a brutal learning curve for so many of us, and it was basically like, you know, selflessness boot camp that we had to go through to figure out, you know, there's nothing we can really do other than be left alone with our thoughts and our feelings. And for me, that was amazing because it really shone light on things that I want to prioritize in my life, the things that were making me unhappy that I didn't even realize at the time, because life just gets so busy and you don't even realize you're putting yourself on the line for things that shouldn't actually matter, and things that were taking up too much of my energy that was not where my energy should have been going. So, you know, it's all about self-care, self-awareness, and getting there is very difficult, and I'm still not there 100%, but I just want to chat to you guys today, as I said, about kind of my journey and how I got there, and hopefully if some of you are feeling the same, then this video can help you as well. So yeah, that's my very long intro over. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna kind of approach this, I guess, in like a point by point kind of video, because otherwise I could just be here rambling for days. But the first thing I want to talk about is prioritizing not only things but people that make you feel good. If you have someone in your life that you get anxious every time they message you, or you see their name pop up on your screen and you're like, oh, you know, what is it now? What are they going to be asking of me? What kind of energy am I going to be giving this person that I may not receive back? Or what are they going to be inviting me to? Something that I don't want to do, something I don't want to go to. What crowd are they going to be hanging around? You know, if it makes you feel any kind of way, just say no. And that is so much easier said than done. I know that. But if it's not going to serve you and it's going to make you feel less than in any way, just say no. If this whole situation we've all been through all across the world has taught us anything, it should be that life is too short to waste time on things that don't serve you. And that's not to say, you know, being selfish to the point of just turning everybody down because, you know, you want to watch a million movies in one day, and if your friend really needs you, she can wait. Like, that's not what I mean. I mean prioritizing time for yourself that you would hope you would give that to others, if that makes sense. If you're giving that time to others and You're there for your friends. Just make sure that you're treating yourself like a friend as well. If we have people in need during this time, which a lot of us do, I'm not saying by any means cut them out. I think be there as much as you can, be supportive, be helpful, but just remember to do that for yourself as well. And if there are certain people that maybe haven't been giving that back to you, or there's been certain things of your life that have been running your battery dry a little bit, and you're not seeing the reward of that in any way, maybe it's time to reconsider those kind of things in your life as well. Not only relationships, but paths you've decided to go down that may not be serving you anymore. If you're kind of feeling like you're maybe in a bit of a shift to the person you potentially were before this whole situation happened, then trust me, you're not alone. I think it made everybody open their eyes a lot, and that should not be a bad thing. That's a good thing. That kind of takes me on to my next point of learning how to be your own bodyguard. So let's just say you are a absolute gem of a diamond, okay? You're some an insanely rare semi-precious stone, or you're an insanely rare emerald or diamond or gem or whatever, and everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody wants to show you off. Everybody wants to take you here, take you there. People want to wear you around their neck everywhere you go, but you're only one diamond. You can't stretch that far. And that's why they're bodyguards. Bodyguards are there so that the diamond gets one person at a time, and it doesn't get stolen from its beautiful perch inside its museum or wherever it's supposed to be. I hope you guys are still following along with this analogy, because I'm just winging this. So yeah, basically be your own bodyguard. You are just like a diamond, you are just like a gem, and you deserve to feel that way, and you deserve to not have anyone snuff your glow out. Be protective of yourself. It's very hard to know when to say no and when to say yes to things, but deep down inside of your gut, you'll know what is meant to be and what isn't. And if that inkling is there and you know it's just gonna set you back in the self-progress you've made, or it's gonna cause more detriment than it will positive, then just say no. Learn to say no, and learn to be honest while doing it. Protect yourself, be your bodyguard, but do it honestly. I think I've gotten to a place where I'm not afraid to tell my friends and family that I don't want to do something because of X, Y, Z. Sometimes you don't even have to give a reason. You do not have to disclose to anybody why you don't feel comfortable doing anything. If you've just had a tough emotional day, and I keep saying we should just normalize people being able to say no to things because it's too much for them, or honestly, I've had a tough week at work and I don't feel like seeing anyone or doing anything. I just need to regroup. I need time for me. I need to look after Kent first. That should be normalized, and it's sadly not yet. Some people still take offense to that and don't understand why, and everybody's different. We can't expect everyone to understand the way we feel, because often we don't understand the way they feel. You know, it's human nature. But we can respect people's decisions, and we can respect that people are different, and let them do what they need to do to look after themselves. So I think, you know, if it's a close friend and you know them well enough that you can really open up and you feel comfortable about that, then always look for somebody to rely on. If it's somebody that you potentially would classify as maybe like an acquaintance, or you're friendly with them and you're friends with them and you see each other often, but you're not like besties and you don't really feel like getting into the nitty-gritty of how you're feeling, you don't have to. All you have to say is, listen, I'm not feeling up to it anymore, so sorry, I hope you understand, have the best time, whatever. You know, it needs to be normalized that putting yourself first does not mean you're necessarily putting people down or letting people down. It obviously completely depends on the scenario, and it completely depends on the person and the reason as well. I'm not saying hide in your comfort zone. It's very easy after this whole lockdown to be happy at home, be a little happy homebody and not want to go anywhere. I've been there, trust me. I'm wearing pajama pants as I'm filming this. But pushing yourself out of your comfort zone is just the same amount of self-care as learning to say no. It's anything that will grow you and give you a benefit of some kind and will push you into being the best version of yourself. I say yes, yes, yes. So I'm not saying, you know, hide away, say no to everything. I'm just saying you need to learn how to balance those things out, the things that you want to say yes to that maybe will be putting you down and draining you, and saying yes to the things that you know will give you more energy and spice you up and give you those amazing experiences and make you feel more like you. So yeah, be your own bodyguard, say no honestly, and just listen to your intuition. Know when you're saying no to something because you know it's going to better you, and also give yourself a little kick in the bum when you know you're saying no to something because you maybe just, you're too comfortable to get out of your pajamas. You know, they're two very different things, and sometimes just getting up, putting on those jeans and heading out the house and seeing your friends will leave you coming back feeling so much better than if you were just sitting at home. So it's kind of hard to know when to do either and what side of your intuition to trust, but with practice makes perfect. And I promise you, your friends and your family and everyone around you will respect you so much more for just putting yourself first, because you need to come first. What's the old saying that everyone always says? If you're in a plane crash, put on your oxygen mask before you help anybody else. It's the same thing. This has been a very challenging, daunting time for a lot of us, and everybody handles it differently, and you just need to listen to yourself and listen to what makes you feel good. And I hope you can listen to this video or watch this video and be reassured in the sense that if you are feeling these things, that you're not alone. And I promise you, out of my friends alone, I'm not even alone. So you're definitely not alone. You've got me in the same boat and a whole lot of other people as well. And just take it one step at a time. Just listen to yourself and put yourself first. Look after yourself. It's a weird time, and you know, if you make it through this funky era, you can make it through anything, you know. Another thing I just want to touch on is learning how to say no without being afraid that you're going to hurt other people's feelings. So I am a culprit of this. I will often say yes to things that I don't really feel like going to, because I know that if the roles were reversed and I had asked somebody to come to this thing that I planned for months and then the day came and they backed out, I would be livid. But you know, if the day rolls around and something has happened inside of you that you just feel like you can't face it, and again, this isn't hiding from new experiences, this isn't hiding away in your comfort zone, this is something really in you, it's just causing you way too much stress, way too much anxiety, way too much mess all around, then you need to make that tough decision to be your bodyguard and put yourself first. You know, if your friend were to message you and say, listen, I've been feeling this way and I don't know what to do, what would be the advice you would give her? And if you would give her a certain advice, turn that on yourself and see, would you take that advice yourself? Because you should always be willing to take the advice that you're willing to give. Like I said, each time you do it, it will get easier and easier, and it's one thing to just be the person that kind of bails on everything and throws out excuses every 5 minutes and, you know, hides away from life. But it's another to be honest, open to new experiences, and at the same time, guard yourself and look after yourself, because you are a gem. Did we like that analogy? I feel like I came up with so many analogies in this video. I'm actually a little bit cringed about it, but it's fine. That's just what happens. I'm an analogy kind of girl. I really hope you were able to resonate with this video. I am always here to chat to any of you if you want. Leave comments down below. I will also leave my Instagram linked somewhere here so that you guys can DM me if you want. I'm always willing to dish out advice on how to be strong and independent and look after yourself and not feel guilty about putting yourself first. Normalizing self-care beyond face masks and baths, and you know, the actual deep inner rooted self-care needs to be way more present than it is. So hopefully I can help that happen by this one small video, get there one step at a time. Sure guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you've got any questions or any comments, and stick around if you're keen for more content. And I hope you like this video. It's a little bit different to what I've done on my channel in the past, but something that I feel passionate about, and I wanted to help anyone out there who's been feeling a little bit off about the situation that they may potentially be in, or are looking to make some kind of a change for the better in their life. So hopefully I was able to help. I'm not a registered therapist. I am literally just sitting down chatting to you guys, you know, as if we were over like a cup of coffee or whatever. So I hope you guys can understand that, and you still got something from this video that you can take away and use in your own life for the better. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this, and I will chat to you guys soon in my next video. Bye.